Bowling Green, Ohio. EA Sports College Football with an early season non-conference showdown that might carry a little more weight than just conference bragging rights. It's the Middle Tennessee State Blue Raiders and the Bowling Green Falcons. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Guys, I spoke to the Falcons head coach before this matchup. One thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly.
Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on... And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee.
And I love the aggressiveness early. Love that they went for it on fourth down. They punch it in. They get the 7. And here's the thing, Palmer. I love the aggressiveness. When you start to get those goal-to-goal situations, the defense now, even if they get a stop, they got to go the whole length of the field against my squad. Love people that go for touchdowns instead of field goals down here.
Well, I think the offensive line also helps the head coach make that call, knowing that he can trust these guys to get it done. These guys are battle-tested. A lot of these players have been in big games and played in big moments. So here you are early in this situation.
Let's close up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That is what they mean when they say ball control. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that will extend their lead even further. Moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And finally, guys, we've been talking about this offense. When are they going to get it going? When are they going to have that spark? They make the play. They finally get on the board. Now, can they keep the momentum going? Can they play complementary football? Can the defense get a few stops and the offense keep this up?
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer.
Receivers. So great job by the quarterback, using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons. Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game.
Job rallying to the quarterback, getting him down. Now it's decision time for the offense, 4th and short.
And it's good! Still a one-score game, and they've got a little breathing room.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board. Explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got some room to run. Touchdown, MTSU. The defense putting points on the board.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
They'll line up to go for two. The snap sets up the throw. Trying to set up the screen. He's got the two-point conversion, and they build on that lead.
Man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and to hit that time, help force the incompletion.
To the air on second down. Lets it fly. And this is caught for a touchdown, so hold on just a minute. We might have a finish here.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And it looks as if we're going to get a timeout here as a man is shaken up. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. 25 ticks remaining. There's enough time if they can recover this onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. Glad to have you with us from Mount Pleasant, Michigan, Kelly Short Stadium. Is there really anything better than immersing yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday, and we continue with this one. It's the UMass Minutemen and the Central Michigan Chippewas. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Hollywood with the latest on the weather.
Hey guys, checking in with the Chips head coach. One thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. To the line facing third and long. To the air, it's Watson. Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety.
Great job on the safety there, and how about the D-tackle just collapsing the pocket? There was nowhere for the quarterback to step up into to try to buy himself some time. That D-tackle walked his man right into the lap of the QB, and he gets the safety.
Have 2 left to work with before the half. Up and hold on just a minute. They have decided to take the points here. Thought they might go for it on 4th and short. He slides that just inside the right upright. The lead now 5 here in the second.
And outs and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Minutemen! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Now, we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they have a 2-point lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it in style with a 57-yard toss for 6.
4th and short, maybe you stay on the field, you bleed some more time off the clock, and think about an easier field goal or even a touchdown.
And he got it! And now they take the lead.
Big time kick right there, man. 4th quarter, clutch time. You needed to come through to take the lead, and now the pressure goes to the defense. You got to keep this lead. Got to get a stop or two more, and you can get the dub in this football.
Still have one timeout left at their disposal. Short completion on 1st down, and here comes 2nd and 8. He's moving out of the pocket. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
That's a huge blow, man. You got a chance to go take the lead and put yourself in a position you know you can win the ball game. And now, instead of that, you turn the football over. Now you're trailing. The defense is going to have to do something special for you.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. It's great to have you with us from Robert W. Plaster Stadium. High noon is here, and this showdown is ready to roll on EA Sports College Football. It's the Northern Illinois Huskies and the Missouri State Bears. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Well, guys, the Bears head coach told me before the game. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
All right, Holly. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Bears!
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it.
This is a couple yards.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to throw, it's Locklear. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears! Fitted in the window for the score.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A 67. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Northern Illinois!
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the 2nd quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the 2nd half.
On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. It's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. And it slips just inside that right upright. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that.
I'll just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
Motion from the wideout. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's in! Touchdown, Missouri State!
And you gotta love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead, you take the ball right away here in the second half, you drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give, it's Johnson. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Northern Illinois.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They marched the ball 51 yards for the score, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. He goes right back to the air. Bakes the grab on the left. There he goes. Touchdown, Huskies. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Nice job by the offense, going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did without any work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Under fire. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. Welcome to the Rocket City of Houston and Rice Stadium. Today, 2 teams get set to square off in an intra-conference battle in the American. It's the Charlotte 49ers and the Rice Owls. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Well, guys, Coach told me this atmosphere is going going to be crucial today. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly.
Nice gain offensively here, and this is something the defense now is going to have to contend with for the rest of the game, trying to stop this option attack.
And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Owls!
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And this one is perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Goes into the end zone, it'll come out to the 20. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead. Oh, he's got some space. To the house. Touchdown, Rice.
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do it. That will get you almost there. When you can hand it off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
These rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. That'll close the gap to 14.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board. We'll gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Looking to throw on first down. Looking for the score. And he's got it for a touchdown, so hold on a second. They're not dead yet. In fact, they're suddenly feeling much better.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Just over 30 seconds to play. They'll line up for the onside kick, and they've got to get it to have a shot. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. Welcome to Dick's Stadium in Kent, Ohio. Today, an intra-conference battle between a couple of MAC rivals. It's the Sacramento State Hornets and the Kent State Golden Flashes. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Road with the latest on the weather.
Guys, the Golden Flash's head coach told me before the game, one thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you.
That touch pass, they come up, they set the edge, they make the big tackle.
And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Just drives it between the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive.
To trot out the kicker. After finishing a drive with a field goal earlier, this one will be a 33-yard attempt. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. The lead now 6 here in the second. See if they can dial up one that works this time on second down from the 14. Off play action. Going to throw it over the top of the D. He's got it on the left. Wide open spaces. Running inside the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Sacramento State.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field, uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I'll tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. Comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. Splits the uprights, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Putting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the
tight end trying to get in. Touchdown, Sacramento State. And the punishment has been extended.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
Stadium in Muncie, Indiana. Conference bragging rights, just part of the stakes as these two get set to square off. It's the San Jose State Spartans and the Ball State Cardinals. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe will be down on the sideline.
If I'm a defensive back, I'm going right to the defensive line. Hey, bro, can we get some pressure on the quarterback, man? That's unacceptable.
Here comes the option. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, San Jose State.
They did a really good job of setting the tone and stringing that drive together. It was a long drive. They needed to convert some specific spots. They did it, and here's how they ended it, with physicality. Punching him in the mouth, opening this game with a statement, and they got the early lead.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard punt. Now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that lead grows even bigger. With a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He lets it fly. Pulls it in down the sideline. There he goes. Touchdown, Cardinals. Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, there was something going on that play between the quarterback and receiver. They were looking at each other. It was almost like they were smiling. The receiver's out to his right. He saw something he liked. He knew he had the post throw, and it was on. Shows you the speed, puts on the afterburners, accurate throw, and it's a touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. This is a short kick, but the problem is the angle. Good, right down the boulevard. The lead now 6 here in the second.
Going to have to bring in big bodies and really sell out somehow. Try to get some penetration. Try to make a big play on 1st and goal that can...
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Ball State. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And the extra point gives them the lead at 14-13. At the end of that play, there is a Spartan who is slow to get up. The freshman safety still down on the field as he's being... So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. It's good. And with that, they've taken the lead. This is going to be rife with drama and overflowing with pressure on this field goal try. With this one, they can vault into the lead. And it's good! They take the lead here in the fourth.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the fourth quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all of the pressure.
For the rest of this game. And the Cardinals enter the final minute with the lead, trying to run out the clock. Second down, they'll go to the air. Get it out on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. He's got enough for the first down, and the screen pass, a safe throw, will put this game on ice.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy late in games that you can trust. Game on the line, just need to get 1 first down. And Palmer, they could run it, they could play it safe, but they give it to their dude, and he delivers.
And that's a play that they can run in their sleep, too. Something they practice all week long, and they carry it in their playbook each and every week. It's a good play call because you're dialing up something that all 11 guys know in the back of their hand. They go out and get the execution needed to win this game.
Great to have you with us from Brooks Stadium in Conway, South Carolina. EA Sports College Football with an early season non-conference showdown that might carry a little more weight than just conference bragging rights. It's the Sam Houston State Bearcats and the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe will be keeping an eye on things on the sideline.
I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Man, it's nice to start a first drive of the football game being the more physical team. Third down and short, you know, goal-to-go situation here. You're going to run the football. Not only do they run it, they lower their pads, get the first down, and draw first blood in the football game.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 4-yard completion on first down. Now it's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Bailey. Oh, it's picked off. Got some room to run. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Sam Houston. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go.
Coming up on this red zone opportunity. Has it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
Georgia and Center Park Stadium. Today, a couple of Sun Belt rivals ready to square off. It's the UL Monroe Warhawks and the Georgia State Panthers. Reese Davis along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. We'll hear from Holly Rowe in a bit down on the sideline.
These two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Brown will throw it. It's caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Let me tell you, that opening script was a masterpiece. Send that baby to Hollywood, and it's a blockbuster.
I think so, and A-listers all over the field for this offense. You saw some of the playmakers they've got in the speed. Great job going out and executing on that opening drive.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Now facing a 3rd and long. He's got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Panthers!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Cheat and figure out what to do on 4th down. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Between the uprights, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And the Warhawks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants it all. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Monroe!
Well, it had to start somewhere for this offense and this quarterback, and they finally find some life here early in the second half. That was a first half to forget, no question about it. And obviously, there's a lot of work still to be done, but it's all about momentum. And getting that touchdown pass, David, that just may spark things for him and this offense.
Well, and obviously building this deficit, they're not going to be able to run the football like they want to. It's going to be on his shoulders. So to watch him come out focused with a plan, the second half adjustments are going to be crucial. But it's going to be on his shoulders, and that's a good start. And they've cut into this lead, but it's going to have to be continue to be through the air with this passing attack.
The play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. A first down run in the red zone. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Warhawks!
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Guy, because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Might as well give it to him again. Makes it past the marker. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Monroe! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, and knocked it right down the middle. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he closed the deal by racing 35 yards to pay dirt. A shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Keeps it himself. He's got enough to move the chains, and that clock will keep moving, and they'll be able to run it out.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. Glad to have you with us from the Port City, Mobile, Alabama, and Hancock-Whitney Stadium. EA Sports College Football with a showcase high-profile interconference showdown. It's the UTEP Miners and the South Alabama Jaguars. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe working the sidelines. We'll check in with her shortly. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Consistent with the run, and as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Miners.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They took it 68 yards on that drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. A mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. Welcome to Broadview Stadium in Buffalo. Conference bragging rights, just part of the stakes as these two get set to square off. It's the Southern Miss Golden Eagles and the Buffalo Bulls. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe will be down on the sideline. Got the veteran, this senior quarterback, to guide the ship. They'll be relying on him to make sure this offense is productive. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense picks it up. Scoop and score. Touchdown Bulls.
And man, how awesome is that for the big fella? And he wasn't going to just fall on that loose fumble. He decided to scoop it and score, and David shows off the athleticism.
I mean, we were born to do more. We just grew out of the running back body, but we were really all running backs at heart. It's just hard when you got to go that far because you're running out of oxygen. You could tell the gas tank was low, but the big fella getting the touchdown.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did.
But he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Looking to pass. It's Hampton. Plucks it out of the air. Breaks free, and he might be gone. He's at the touchdown Golden Eagles. Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
You know, long touchdown passes don't have to come in the shape of go routes and posts. You can throw a slant. If your guy is able to make one dude miss and build up some steam, when you've got speed like that, you can take it to the house, and that's exactly what he did.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart.
Soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. On target. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. A great catch and run for 6.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So they move the ball 43 yards on that drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out.
It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look...
Deep shot for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown Bulls.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the extra point was good. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter.
Great job making something out of nothing.
And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now they take the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
A third and long. Back to throw, it's Hampton. Takes a hit as he fires. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
You got to be so careful, too, Dave, because on third and long, they're playing their nickel now. They've got extra DBs on the field. Those windows are going to open and close really, really quickly. And I think that time the quarterback got a little too greedy trying to fit that football in a small window.
He did, and I like the zone coverage, too, because everybody's staring at the quarterback, so you can get a really good break on the football, knowing where the sticks are. They break on it, and they get the big interception.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Shelton. Got enough space. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Buffalo!
You know, sudden change situations are so interesting because oftentimes in that kind of instance, you get the ball back on a turnover and offenses are trying to take a shot looking for the home run touchdown. But that time, they just turned around and handed it off. It was a more conservative play call, David, but it gave them the same desired result.
Well, and it's kind of crazy. When you force that turnover, everybody goes bananas. The sidelines going nuts. You get a little bit of extra juice, and then they hand the football off, and everybody does their job. They capitalize on it. Momentum swings happen so fast in college football.
And he added the extra point.
The quarterback scramble. He's just been making plays in this game in critical moments, none bigger than that one right there with the lead late in the game.
Running the red zone, it's Shelton. Touchdown, Bulls! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth.
They're doing that.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And after the short run, the clock hits zeros, and we are all wrapped up here.